Hello everybody. Today we are going to be talking about what you should do when your art stagnates, and kind of what I'm doing since I feel like my art is stagnating a bit. It's so weird to feel like that. I don't know if I've ever felt like this or ever been consciously aware of me feeling like this, but I am now. Anyway, we are going to be continuing Art Fight as we talk about it. So the first person's art fight I'm doing is Star Ceratops, which is actually a really cool name. I think she actually did mine. Let me show you right here. She did my characters and it is so cute. I was immediately obsessed with it, and I was like, okay, I have to do mine back. So I did mine, as you can see here, and you're gonna look at the process of that today. And one of the reasons I was saying maybe my art is stagnating is because this right here kind of looks very similar to my Chloe character, just a little bit, not exactly, but it just reminded me of it and I got a little bit nervous. But let's get into the speed paint. But before we do that, I wanted to inform you of ways you can support the channel. If you'd like to like, comment, and subscribe, you can go ahead and do that. And you can even go on my Ko-fi, where I have my sketchbooks and brushes for sale, and sometimes I even do free samples there. Alright, let's get into it. Thanks for listening. Okay, so the first character that I'm drawing, she doesn't have much of a backstory yet, but I made sure to include the necklace she got from her mom because I thought that was very important to her character design, and I also made sure to include star motifs since her name is Starla. Now we can talk about dealing with art stagnation. So I think this art fight has really made me reflect on my art and whether or not it's stagnating. I feel like I could be getting stuck at the same position. I think right now I recently learned something that might get me out of that, but it reminded me of when I was younger and I used to just draw half faces, and I used to be so content and impressed with myself that I was able to draw half faces for a variety of reasons, but the main one being that I was creating something in the first place. So that was like the best thing to me, that if I was creating something, then, I'm happy. Now I'm like, I want to push myself, I want to do more, I want to do better. So I'm always thinking about the ways to do that, and Art Fight has started to become a good way to do that because I look for poses that I wouldn't normally do. I look for things that fit characters, and I have to, go a little bit more out of my comfort zone and still think about public opinion and all that, but try not to do the same things because I want this to not just be what I normally do. I want this to be better than what I normally do so that this will become a new standard. I usually just draw busts and stuff. I really stay away from full bodies. Sometimes I don't even think I do half bodies or hands, but this challenge has helped me to do that now. Okay, here's the second character we are going to be drawing today. They have a lot of images, a lot more reference images. I think that this character is so beautiful, and I'm going to read their bio now. Ariel is the lioness of God, is a medium rank angel inhabiting the heavenly realm and dear friend of Eliza's, known in his community for throwing big parties for angels of all kinds. He's infamous for his hedonism and extreme support of human culture, and that by its inherent imperfections he was stripped of his previous high rank privileges by another character's ability to mind his own business. Okay, he's extroverted and welcoming. He has a feminine, warm, calculating tone and only tries to talk in positives. His primary way of showing affection is through physical touch. He loves hugging and clinging to his friends and not being able to separate from them. To the point of not being able to separate from them. So I really loved his design. I thought that the angel wings were beautiful, and I think the color palette goes really well together. So I decided that I was going to draw him next. Back to the art stagnation. I mean, I'm even doing patterned backgrounds and making it a part of my art process. It's interesting because that's not something I'd ever really done before, patterned backgrounds. And that's kind of like a bare minimum thing. I would see people like talk about how to start doing real backgrounds and talk about people who do solid colors but not patterns. I think patterns really make things interesting, but at the same time not make it the focus. And it makes me excited to do them a little bit more. Though I have talked about how I want to draw backgrounds for real over and over and over and over. So I also really want to get started on that. It's just like this weird balance of knowing, what am I gonna do? You know, what am I gonna do to improve? What am I gonna do to stop from stagnating? And I think the most important thing is to just push yourself like tiny bit by bit. So like bust to half body rather than bust to full body. Just keep going along with the steps, because that's going to allow you to get less frustrated with yourself and also allow yourself to improve and notice the areas that you're lacking in a lot better. I think if you jump from one side of something all the way to the other, it's going to feel like everything's wrong when it might just be one tiny thing that you need to fix, you know? When I start doing these half bodies, I notice again that like sometimes the head is too small for the body, sometimes the neck placement isn't right, sometimes the eyes are too big on the face, stuff like that I wouldn't have noticed before. I would have just felt like everything was off and not really known how to fix it. But taking it step by step is making it a lot easier for me. I think you also have to identify what you feel about your art is stagnating. So I felt like I was drawing the same thing over and over. I mean, maybe you don't feel like you're growing in like color theory or something, but I haven't had that problem because I don't try to focus on it. But which means I could probably have a stagnation in that area too, which is like, you know, think about all the areas of art. And I would always say watch videos and study other people's process to know where you might be stagnating. Like, I think right now, getting to do more of these complex designs, it shows that my characters are really simple, but my characters are also supposed to be for a dress-up game slash like this certain kind of universe. And I've been wondering if I should give them uniforms or something to, you know, really up the character design since they're comic book characters as well. But yeah, I hope you had a fun time watching this video and listening to me talk, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.